Hello everyone! Today we are going to learn about a really useful and elegant feature in Java, which is enums. Enums make your code cleaner, more readable, and more type safe. Enum is short for enumeration and it represents a group of name constants. Let me give you a real life example. Think about the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is a fixed set of values that never changes. There will never be an eighth day of the week, right? Or think about directions: north, south, east, and west. Again, a fixed set of related values. In programming, when you have a fixed set of related constants, an enum is the perfect tool. Before enums existed, developers would represent these constants using integers or strings, something like int status equal 1. And what does 1 mean? Running, failed, and it's confusing. Or maybe another one: string status 1 equal running. This one is also easy to make typos, like something like running or running. Both approaches are error-prone and hard to read. Enum solve this problem completely. Here is how to create an enum in Java. Right-click on the package, new and enum. Choose a name for it, for example, status. And then you can write a couple of fixed values that you aimed, like running, failed, pending, and success, semicolon. The enum keyword in here tells Java this is an enumeration. The constants inside, running, failed, pending, and success, are written all in capital letters. Now here is something really interesting. Enum is treated as a class in Java. Each constant inside the enum is actually an object of the enum type. I mean, we can use an enum like this. For example, the name of the enum class, status, copy. Name of a variable is equal, again, status dot whatever you want to call, whatever object you like. For example, running, and semicolon. Now let's print it. Now let's run the program. Yeah, we can see running. Simple and clean, no more confusing integers or typo-prone strings. Now let's use enum with this switch statement, which works perfectly with enums. So we have already covered switch in previous lessons. For example, switch keyword, the name of the variable that we have here, which is s, then curly braces, and now we have each different case. For example, the first case is running. We say in case the s has running, please print for me system is running. For sure, if you can remember, in switch we had the break keyword. And then for the next case, we say if in case the s value is failed. Let me just copy those values to avoid any mistakes. Please print for me system is or has failed. And in case the value of s is pending, let me copy it. Please print for me the system is pending. Break keyword, And in case the value of S is success, please print for me the system completed successfully. Something like this. And for sure, please don't forget to add break keyword. Now let's run the program. The system is running because the value of S in here is running. What if we add success? It shows system completed successfully. So this is so much cleaner and more readable than using integers or a string in a switch statement. Now let's look at the built-in methods that Enums provide. The first one which I want to talk about is method ordinal. So this one get the index of a constant. Every constant in an enum has an index starting from 0, just like an array that we used to work with them. For example, if I write system.out.println and I say status dot running dot ordinal, let me see the running is in which index. Running value is index 0. We can do the same for other values as well. For example, I can go for the fail one. Just let me copy the names. If you copy the names, it avoids any mistakes. And then we have pending. And the last one, success. Now, by running the program and using ordinal method, we can have the index for each value. So it shows running is at index 0 because it is the first constant, and success is at index 3 because it is the fourth one. Now let's talk about another method, which is values. So the values method get all constant as an array. So this method returns an array containing all the constants in the enum. For example, status, the name of the enum. Because we have an array, we use square brackets. Choose a new name for our variables. All status. I want to print all the status. So the name of our array is all status, and then status dot values, this method, and semicolon. So to print all of them, we have to use for loop. I'm sure you can remember for loop, for keyword, and then curly braces. Inside the parentheses, we write our condition. So for now, I want to use enhance for loop. So I use the name of the enums, status. Then I choose a variable, for example, st, and colon, and then the name of my array. The name of my array is all status. Then I want to print the value of st. If I also want to, okay, before going to that, let me just run the program. Yeah, we have running, failed, pending, and success. Each value is printed. But if I want to write the index for each one as well, I use concatenation. For example, something like this, and how we can find the index of each value, we write status dot ordinal st dot ordinal, the name of the variable that we have chosen here. And now let's run the program. Yeah, we have running at 0 index, filled at 1 index, pending at 2, and success at index 3. So this is very useful when you need to iterate through all possible values of an enum, for example, displaying all options to a user. So this was the enum in Java. So if you enjoy watching this video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.